Some people say when you read Romans 3:7, it's teaching that Paul was actually lying and was actually a false apostle. I'm going to show you the truth in the next few minutes. Hit the thumbs up button for free if you like the video. Welcome to the channel. My name is Israel. We help you learn the Bible and we also help you live the Bible. So when you read it, it says, "For if the truth of God hath more abounded through my lie unto his glory, why yet am I also judged as a sinner?" Now, reading Romans 3:7, as is commonly quoted today, already highlights some of the things to make this even clearer. But reading more text to add more context makes it even more clearer. What do you mean, Israel? So look, when you read just a few lines previously, you can see in context that Paul is asking a series of questions. For example, 2 lines previously, he asked the question, if our unrighteousness elevates and showcases how much righteousness God actually has, then ultimately what is the problem? Paul doesn't say, yes, it's fine. He says, no, God forbid. Then we get to Romans 3:7, which is the question at hand today, where Paul asks another question. And he says, if lying brings about glory for God's kingdom, why is it then a problem? You can see for yourself, he's asking a question, not necessarily saying right from the get-go, just from reading one line, that he's saying, look, I've been lying to further God's kingdom. It gets even more critical and clear for us when we read the very next line after. Why? Because Paul says, and not as we be slanderously reported, and as some affirm that we say, let us do evil that good may come, whose damnation is just. So the very next line is giving you so much more context and making this even so more clear for you. Why? Because he's saying, he's writing that himself, Paul, was being accused slanderously to be saying these kind of things. And he simplifies it into, people are saying that Paul is saying, let us do evil, i.e. lying, so that good may come, so that God can get glory. And what does he say? Whose damnation is just. So when you read just a few lines around this text and you read the text in context, you can clearly see that Paul is not saying, look, I've been going around lying to further God's kingdom. No, he's saying, look, people are accusing me slanderously as well. So if you're slandering someone, that means you're not necessarily saying the truth, right? So Paul is saying these people here are slandering him, saying he's going around doing this. So he's basically rebuking the notion or the presentation that some may make that, look, it's okay if we're evil because it showcases just God's elevated righteousness. And it's okay to lie to bring about good means for God's kingdom. No, Paul is shutting down, casting both of those scenarios down and saying, no, that is not an acceptable practice, even though some people are accusing me slanderously of taking this behavior, saying, let us do evil because good will come. He says, those who try to practice this, their damnation is just. I'm really interested in your thoughts, especially if you're a Christian. What do you think about my explanation today? Do you think it was contextual, or do you think I was just fabricating and adding things to the text? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and do not be surprised if you hear multiple different accusations, multiple different questions thrown against the Bible. Why did God do this? Why did God allow this? We've done videos on most of those topics, just for the record, and as soon as we get into the context in those videos, I'm pretty sure you know what happens next, don't you?